Hi, everyone. Yeah, so listening across the nations, what I'm hearing a lot of right now is how the impacts of this pandemic are wearing people down and how exhausted people are. And during pandemics, we really hold each other. We hold each other up, right? So we're sharing so much right now. We're holding our clients, we're holding our agencies, we're holding our jobs, we're holding every single thing that we can, we're sharing in right now. And so that really does have an impact, a deep impact. So not only are we carrying the intergenerational trauma of pandemics, that witnessing that we can't, that helplessness where we watch but we can't necessarily do or fix. So on top of that intergenerational place, we're also holding up the today impacts of the pandemic. And so what I want to do this morning is see if we cannot find a place of rest for just a little bit. So if you can find a peaceful spot where you could just be with your body for a little bit. We're just going to move through our bodies a bit and just offer a little bit of land-based healing and help to these places in ourselves that are getting so war torn, so pandemic torn. And I say that so tenderly, just saying that out loud brings tears. And I think those are collective tears. I'm feeling the fatigue that we're all feeling, especially the healthcare workers. You're out there helping families and even within your own homes. It's really a difficult time. So let's see if we can bring a place of rest to ourselves. So firstly, just find a comfortable spot. Notice yourself on the chair or wherever you happen to be, and allow your bones just to sit for a bit. Just allow yourself to sit. And I'll go through a number of places in the body to see if you can just spend 10 seconds with each spot there. So we'll be moving through many things here. And just start to notice the pandemic brought a rise in anxiety. So let's first find that rise in anxiety space that's in our bodies somewhere. All of us feel a rise in anxiety. Where is that living? And it's not all your anxiety, it's a collective anxiety. It's specific to the families you're working with, to your own family. It's not all yours. Just notice where that sits. Is that down on your belly? Is that up in your chest? How does that live in there? And we don't want to fix it. We just want to attend to it a bit. So just what could help there? We're just asking what could help there. Does that need a wind? Does that need some water? Does that need a smudge? And take 10 seconds just to attend to it a little bit. And notice your breath. Be tender. And along with this pandemic came a rise of fear. Fear. And it's not all your fear. There's a collective fear. There's specific to certain clients' fear that you share. There's family members' fear that you share. Just notice where the fear, the rise in fear lives in your body. Just ever so tender. How does that live there? Again, we're not fixing it because we are holding this together. What would that place need? What land-based, does that fear place need a bit of cedar? Does it need water? Does it need smoke? What would help there? Just give it 10 minutes of help, 10 seconds, sorry, of help. And if it needs 10 minutes, please give it 10 minutes later, please. And just notice your breath. And there's been a big rise in poverty and hunger across many nations. Just notice where that lives in you. Notice how you're sharing that. It brings huge tears and choky here for me. How are you? How are you holding that rise in hunger and that rise in poverty that came with this pandemic? How does that live in there? Just really find it and just allow it to have 10 seconds of medicines. What medicine would help there? That when you give it to yourself, you give it to all of us. What medicine might help there? Is it lavender? Is it sweet grass? Is it what helps there? And just find that medicine and give yourself 10 seconds to deliver that to your whole system. And just notice what lets go in your body. I noticed that my jaw loosened and my neck opened up a bit. And along with this pandemic came a rise in racism and white supremacy, horrifically. Just notice how your body shares and holds this. What is your body doing with that? Just notice in there. Be ever so gentle. Is that down in your stomach? Is that in your throat? Is that on your back? How does that rise in racism and white supremacy? How does that impact your body? Just be tender. Don't try to fix it. Just be tender there. Just notice how that's been living there. And just to breathe into that and see what that place wants or needs. Does that need some thistle? I don't know. What does that medicine, what medicine comes forward there? Nettles, I'm seeing something like that for me. Dandelions, what medicines will help there? And just give yourself the time to have that. Bring that through your whole system. Not trying to fix it, just allowing the medicines to be there. Oh, and notice your breath and what lets go in your body there now. And along with this pandemic came a rise in violence, a rise in family violence. And just notice how that lives within you, that you're holding that too for your clients, your communities. How is your body holding that? I feel a big tightness around my breasts. That whole rise in family violence. How is your body experiencing that? What happens in one family happens to all of us. We are collective. What medicines would help there? What would help there? Just to lean into the medicines. Does that need grandfathers? Does that need a mountain? What does that need? Clouds? Does that need rain? What helps there? Just allow that to help. You don't fix it. The medicines are there to help with that. Allow the medicines to do their job. Notice what loosens in your body. Notice your breath. Ah, allow anything that needs to slip away to slip away. And along with this pandemic came a huge rise in grief and loss. There's been so many losses. Just notice how your body carries that, carries the losses across the nations. Keep breathing. Find that. How does the body experience the global losses? Ever so tender. Be very careful here. Just notice those losses, how the body experiences them, without trying to fix them. Just trying to notice how the body is holding that. And breathing and just allowing the medicines that come for that. And they may be strange medicines because it's a big loss over so many spaces. They may be medicines from other territories. Just notice the medicines that come. Just let yourself be open enough to receive whatever comes there. Whether it's even mud. I just received some mud. Who knows? Just allow that to be what wants to come, what medicines, the medicines know. They come to you. You don't have to go find them. And just keep breathing. And to know that we're all okay. We're all together. You're never alone. And along with this pandemic came a rise in body ache, a lot rise in headaches and eyes and ears and our backs, our whole our whole body, our muscular system has taken a big toll. Our head, having to look at Zoom so much, we've taken a big bodily hit from this pandemic. We weren't ready for that. So just notice your body, your skeleton system, your muscles, your hips, your back, your head. And just be really kind there. See what wants to come to help with that, whether that's water, wind, Just allow spirit to kind of move through your body and help fix those injured places, the physical toll of this pandemic. And take time now just to be grateful, just to be ever so grateful that you're here in this time and that you're able to be here and to be able to help during this time. Just be grateful that you are able to do all that you do right now, whether it's helping a child, whether it's helping a family, whether it's bringing food, whatever you're doing there. Just be grateful you're able to. And really lean into the ancestors. They're really watching and they see you doing. And they're so grateful. There's an intergenerational gratefulness for those of all of us that are attending and helping in these very difficult times. I'm so grateful to every single one of you that's rising up to do what you can. And please keep safe out there. Please wear your masks. Please take care in all the ways that we can to ensure that we keep our communities as safe as possible. And know that you're deeply connected and deeply loved by the land and by one another. Miigwech, take care out there. Mwah.